despite all of the cool stuff that's going on in the sports world right now with the NBA, the NFL playoffs, and everything, or the back and forth in the media with the guys such as Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock going back and forth, cursing each other out and everything, the biggest story in entertainment and sports combined is still that Shannon Sharpe and Cat Williams interview, who is about to reach about 43 million views right now as we currently speak. So shout out to Shannon Shaw, shout out to Cat Williams for that. And a lot of people reacted, pretty much the whole industry, even content creators such as myself reacted to it. And the feedback was overall pretty positive. It's a few guys who seems to throw a little bit of shots about it. And one of these guys was Steven Jackson, who got flamed by the whole internet for his comments that he had about the interview. And one guy who actually came and reacted was Kwame Brown. So Kwame Brown has really grown a lot on me as of late. I really like his takes. And I follow Kwame's Bust Life. So shout out to the guy. And he actually addressed what Steven Jackson had to say about Shannon Sharpe. And given the fact that he's butted head in the past with both of these gentlemen before, I was pretty interested to see what he had to say. So take a listen to what Kwame Brown had to say about the Cat Williams interview and Steven Jackson's reaction, and then we're gonna come back and react to it. But before we do so, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Did y'all hear that? I wouldn't let him go hard on my show. Now, Jack, from all sense of the word, Jack looked like a real nigga. I mean, Jack put on chains. Jack goddamn talk that talk. Jack, I would never in a million years believe that Jack would take away somebody's right to tell the truth. Look at Jack. Jack look like a real one. Look at him. The change, he is hip hop. All the smoke, not some of the smoke. Not I'm gonna make somebody not say something just because I have a relationship with somebody else. That's not real. That's not the truth. The truth can't be disrespectful. So just because I'm cool with you does not mean I'm going to make this person not say the truth about you. If you a robbing, stealing clown and we cool and this person comes say it, I'm going to let him say it. Because maybe I need to get the hell away from you too. So how could it be all the smoke? How can it be real and authentic when you pretty much taking all the credibility out of your show by saying statements like this? We know as long as they talking about somebody you cool with, you gonna stop him. And he's cool with a lot of people. Every time you see him, he dapping up the who's who of people. So that would mean you can't go and talk about nobody.
All right, so y'all heard it. And first off, shout out to Kwame Brown because he put his, I guess, differences to the side, the differences that he's had with Shannon Sharpe, because they've been going at it last year. Kwame Brown blew off on Shannon, and still he was able to call it straight in the middle and said that, I'm not a hater. Pretty much I can recognize the greatness and how Shannon Sharpe allowed Cat Williams, a top tier entertainer, to provide his thoughts and everything. And as a result, we've got one of the greatest interviews of all time, if not already the greatest on the entertainment side, right? And I 100% agree with that. Shannon Sharpe has said multiple times that he wasn't a journalist. He's a conversationalist. I believe that's the word he used. So if you were looking for a lot of feedback, pushback, and all that stuff, that's not the platform. And I like the fact that Shannon Sharpe did that, and that kind of shows that he kept it true. He did not change his old tune because this was a big interview, and it was like, oh yeah, let me put on my journalist cap or whatever. That would have came off disingenuous. So he kept it real. And when it comes to Steven Jackson, Kwame Brown hit it right on the nail, man. And I think the fact that Kwame Brown put that narrative out in the world kind of hurts all of the smoke, because that's very true. The fact that Steven Jackson just went out and told him himself just because he couldn't help but hate is shameful. And if I'm Matt Barnes, I'm pissed off that Steven Jackson just volunteered that information into the world. That maybe out of all of the interviews, the great interviews, the big names that have came across this platform, some of these guys came up there and talked very greasy about other people, but we never got to hear those stories because Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes are up there checking people, being like, nah, that's my guy, you can't do that. And again, if you're going to put some content out for the world, you need to understand that your main customer is the world. It's not your friends. You should put the content out just for your friends is different, but you're not doing that in this world. You put in there for public consumption, and it's the viewership of the world that gets you paid. So you have to put the world's best interests at first. You can't just be out there, yeah, I'm going to protect my relationships, because it's not fair. And you might be out there lying. Or sometimes, like, it's obviously a bias on your platform. For example, Terrell Owens recently, he had some words about Stephen A. Smith, and you've allowed him to go on your platform and to say that. But if it was somebody else, maybe this wouldn't have been the case, and you would have censored it. And so now the message is just not real. And again, it's kind of an oxymoron that you would call your show All of the Smoke, and you're ducking all the smoke on your platform because you don't want any issues with your boys or whatever. So that go along, get along gang narrative that Kwame Brown has been pushing is truer than ever. And guys like Steven Jackson and all of these guys who like to claim real, like, yeah, I'm a real guy. Like, I do this, I do that, and on social media and public platforms, they need to understand why they can't compete with the guys who keep it real, the Shannon Sharps of the world, the Charles Barkleys of the world. You're not going to agree with these guys all the time, but at least you know that once they step into the mic, they're going to call it how it is. And this is what people want in 2024. We want the truth, the uncovered, the nasty, regardless of if it's good or bad, but the truth. This is what people want. To circle back to that Cat Williams interview, he said in 2024, all liars would be exposed. And this is what is going on right now. People are keeping it real, and all of the people who are keeping it real, whether it's Shannon, whether it's Barkley again, guys like Pat McAfee or whatever, these are the guys who get those big deals. Cameron, Mays, and I can keep going. These are the ones who are at the forefront, and the people who play these media games or whatever, they're kind of falling off slowly off the map, man. So Steven Jackson needs to be careful. He might have already sealed his faith. Again, we're gonna close the video right here, but before I close, again, shout out to Kwame Brown, man. He's doing a great hell of a job in the independent content space, if you ask me. So yeah, go and follow Kwame Brown's Bust Life platform if you don't already do so. And yeah, we're gonna close the video right here. It's been your boy. If you've made it this far, appreciate you for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, get in that comment section and give me your thoughts about this whole thing. Do you agree with Kwame? Do you think Steven Jackson was right? Appreciate you guys for checking me out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.